Hi everybody and welcome to another exciting recipe of the Robotics Cookbook. Everybody knows this. From time to time we might have the requirement to bundle a certain number of files and provide them to a colleague. The best way to achieve this is to zip these files. And during this recipe I'm going to show you how to do this. In order to zip a folder, we're going to use a Powershell script that we want to store in a simple text file. The Powershell function that we're going to create is called zip files, and it takes two arguments where we can pass the zip file name and the source directory. In the function itself, at first we have to load some dependencies. Then we should define the compression level, which should be optimal. And finally, we have to add a command for the compression itself of the target folder. After writing the small function, we directly place the call of the function inside our script. The call that we're going to use already contains two placeholders that we're going to replace in our UiPath workflow. First of all, when we start building our workflow in UiPath, we have to read in the script file that we just created. Of course, to make it a general function, we have to declare some input arguments. Once the arguments are defined properly, we just pass the variables. And we store the output of the script also in a variable. So now the script is available in our workflow, but we still have the placeholders in our call. So we have to replace the placeholders with the data that we actually want to use. The first placeholder was in path, which was basically the path of the folder which contains the files that we want to zip. And the second placeholder is used to specify the path where we want to store the output file, which is the zip file. So once the placeholders have been replaced, we can just invoke our PowerShell script. Last thing to do is now to test the workflow. To do that, I just create a simple dummy folder. And inside the dummy folder, I just place some dummy text files that we want to zip. So as files and folder are created, I just copy the path to use it in our workflow. And I also provide a path and a file name of our resulting zip file. Okay, no errors occurred during runtime. Let's see whether it just has produced our zip file. And there you go. If you enjoyed this video and if you have specific questions regarding UiPath and robotics in general, please leave me a comment down below and I will do a recipe addressing your problem. Thanks a lot for watching this recipe of the robotics cookbook. And as always at the end, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button because it helps me a lot. Thanks.